So if I was starting over and I wanted to get to the point where I'm at now, and I needed to do it based off New Year's resolutions, there's 7 things that I would do to make absolutely sure that my life is on the track I want it to be on. And I would start with number one, controlling my emotions. Emotions are the number one reason you are not where you want to be. You're not in the shape you want to be in. You don't have the relationships you have that you want with people. You don't have the job you want. You're not performing the way you want to at your job, and you're not maximizing your money. It's all based on emotions. So I would start with number one, learning how to control my emotions. And it's not just controlling your emotions, it's controlling your reactions to the emotions you're feeling. Emotions are going to come up. There's nothing you can do about that. But you do have absolute control on how you choose to respond and react to those emotions. A lot of bad things happen in the world. A lot of relationships get ruined because one or both people are not able to control their shit. They're not able to have it together mentally. And it all comes back to emotions. Most successful people in the world control their emotions. That's their number one secret to being able to stay focused and get things done. Number two, what I would do is I would start learning more. I would get off of social media. I would get off of TikTok. I would get off of Twitter. I would get off of Instagram. I would get off of all social media because, in my personal opinion, 80 to 90% of people posting on social media don't have anything valuable to say. The stuff they're saying and doing is toxic. It's causing you to lose brain cells. It's making you dumber, and you're not learning anything. So what I would do is I would put that stuff away, and I would start reading self-improvement books. Whatever it is you want to learn, whatever it is you feel you need to know, get an Audible membership. I hate reading myself. I write books, but I hate reading. So I read 3 books a month. I heard Grant Cardone say years ago, I don't know if it's true or not, the average American reads 1 book per year, and 70% of those are romance novels. And the average CEO worth $1 million or more reads 3 books per month. Like I said, I don't have any statistics on that, but it makes sense. So what I started doing was I started reading 3 books a month. And there was no way that I was going to sit down and flip through pages when I could be doing other things. So I got an Audible account, and I started just buying 1 book after another. And I made it a point that almost every 9 days to complete a book. I listen to the books while I'm driving, while I'm making food, while I'm doing anything where I have the ability to listen, even when I'm in the bathroom. If I have the ability to listen to it and make progress and knock it out and get that information and plant it in my brain, I'm going to do it. Since I've been doing that, everything in my life has improved. Your brain is a giant computer. You cannot run out of storage. What's going to happen? The more information you put in your brain, the more useless information that you're not using is just going to make its exit, and you're not even going to realize it. You're planting useful and highly valuable information into your brain. And when you need that information, you're going to be able to pull it up and use it in situations that are going to create good opportunities for you. It's better to have the information and not need to use it than to need the information and it's not there. Instead, your brain is full of TikTok dance videos and pictures of girls showing their ass on Instagram. You're not going to get to where you want to be in your life if you continue devouring that content. I would get rid of social media, and I would read as many books as I can. Also, you could watch YouTube videos, you could Google, you could read articles. As long as you're putting positive self-help information into your brain, that's what's going to help you. Number 3, I would improve my relationships. You're not going to get anywhere you want to get in life without other people. You need to have good relationships with people. And that means future opportunities, good relationships with your bosses and coworkers and your family. Improve your relationship with your spouse, with your children, with your siblings, with your parents, with extended family. You can never improve relationships with people too much. And that includes learning how to communicate effectively, learning how to listen better, understand people better. And when people feel that you understand them, you actually give a shit and you actually listen, people are going to give you what you want in return. They're going to be more receptive to you. They're going to be happier around you. They're going to like being around you. So that's what I would do in improving relationships. Number 4, I would eat healthier. The way I see it, your body's a chemistry set. Your body's a Ferrari. If you owned a Lamborghini, you wouldn't go pouring chicken grease in there or sugar or any kind of other thing that's not good for the car. You're only going to put what's supposed to be in it. So why aren't you treating your body the same exact way? You're not supposed to be eating a bunch of fast food and drinking soda and eating pizza every day. You're supposed to be eating things that are good for your body, things that are organic and will benefit your health. Number 5, I would be working out like crazy. My buddy Lewis says that you can have the ugliest face in the world, but if you have a nice body, people are going to take you seriously. So I would get in a gym, I would exercise, I would make sure to keep as much fat as possible off my body. I would keep my body as strong as possible because a strong body is a strong mind. When you are in shape, people take you seriously. They see that you have discipline, that you're able to focus, that you're able to go through pain every single day and you keep coming back for more, that you actually care about your appearance and presentation. Some people say it's all external and superficial, but that's a bunch of BS. The better you look, the better you're going to feel, the better you're going to look when you get dressed. People are going to take you seriously. Number 6, being great at your job. Everybody has to have a job, whether or not you're employed or self-employed. There's something that you show up and do every day. And there's other people that you work with for the most part and that you have to compete against. There's nothing wrong with wanting to outwork and outcompete everybody at your job, even if it means showing up earlier than everybody else, staying later, making more of an effort, doing your best to learn the job as much as possible, to learn the details, the in and outs, and to perform better than everybody else. If I see somebody at my job is doing better than me, I'm going to take it as something that I need to improve on. So if somebody's showing up at 4 o'clock a.m. every day and I'm showing up at 4:45, I'm going to feel like a lazy piece of shit. So I'm going to start showing up at 4 because they're getting some positive attention. It shows that they're dedicated and committed. I want to be in that same light. That is only going to create opportunities for me in the future to get recognized, to get promoted, and to make more money. Number 7, what I would do is I would maximize my money. Money is not the root of all evil. Money provides you the ability to get resources for yourself and your family, the people you love. It provides you the ability to take care of people, to solve problems. When shit comes up in your life, what does it take? It takes money, right? And if you don't have it, it makes your life stressful, makes you feel like a loser. It makes you start reflecting back on your life and what you've done and what you could have been doing instead to have more money in your bank account. So I would focus on definitely making more money. There's always ways to make more money. As long as you are not completely incapable of functioning, you have arms, legs, you can talk, you can think, you can move around, you could get from one place to another, you can figure things out, you can problem solve, you can make more money. There's always ways to make more money. You can never make too much money. There is never a maximum amount of problems that you can solve with money. If you end up making more money than you ever need, you can use that money for good. You can create the change in the world that you want to see that other people aren't doing. But if you have the money, you can come up with solutions and plans and organize things to happen so that you can see the change you want. There is no problem with having more money. It doesn't matter what anybody says. Only broke people are going to tell you that too much money's bad and it corrupts people and all that stuff. That depends on your personality. But for the most part, money solves problems. They say money doesn't make you happy. Well, ask somebody who's completely broke how happy they are. They're going to tell you they're miserable. Then give somebody a bunch of money and let them solve their problems with it and ask them what their happiness level is. It's going to be higher. So money isn't the ultimate answer to happiness, but money solves problems. And solving problems definitely makes people happier, or at the very least, it eliminates some of the frustration and sadness that you're going to encounter when you don't have enough money. So if that means you have to start a side business, do all your research, figure out who is doing the best in that side business and get to know them, research them, figure out what they're doing good and emulate them. It's simple. If you want to get a raise at work, you want to get promoted, figure out what the best people in the company are doing and start emulating them. Step your game up, start doing more. You have to make more money in this day and age, especially with inflation. Everything is out of control. So if I were going to make 7 New Year's resolutions to improve my life, that's what they would be. Number 1, controlling your emotions. Number 2, learn as much as I possibly can. Number 3, improve my relationships with people. People always have what you want. They're going to help you get to where you're going. Number 4, I would eat healthier. The better I feel, the better I can function, the better I can operate, the more effective I'm going to be. Number 5, I would work out. The better your body looks, the better your body feels, the better connections you're going to have with people, and the more seriously people are going to take you. Number 6, I would be great at my job. I would outwork everybody. I would try to be in that list of top 10 people. When layoffs come around, you don't want to be in that group of people that they don't feel that you're useful enough to keep around. And number 7, I would maximize my money. Money provides all the resources you need to live a happy and comfortable and productive life.